Hi everybody, my name's Gavin Poyer, and welcome back. Today we're listening to FKA Twigs, Magdalene. You can find my reaction to Cellophane up here. Other than that, I don't really know anything about this artist. We're on to number one, Thousand Eyes.
If I walk out the door, it starts our last goodbye.
Hmm.
If you don't pull me back, it wakes 1,000 eyes. If I walk out the door.
Interesting. Okay, so I think kind of just immediately starting off with a relationship. If I walk out that door, it starts with our last goodbye. So to me, that means kind of leaving a relationship or kind of on the edge, on the brink.
It starts our last goodbye. If you don't pull me back, it wakes 1,000 eyes. If I walk out the door, it starts our last goodbye.
I don't know. It's pretty grand in a way. You know, it's bare. It's bare, but it feels huge. It feels grand. It feels like it's leading into something truly spectacular. And if I know anything from Cellophane, it's going to be magnificent. It's almost as if as the track goes along, it feels like this feeling gets more and more real, like you're getting closer to that door, so to speak, and you know you become ever closer to crossing that threshold to leaving and saying your last goodbye.
It's gonna be cold with all of us. It's gonna be cold with all those silence. I'm so cold with all those. I'm so cold with all those eyes. I'm gonna be cold with all those.
Holy crap! um, interesting, interesting. This is a really weird feeling. It's crushing, and almost in the way that like the bass in the background is getting louder and louder. It feels like my body is kind of like reverberating with it, but it's not in a good way. You know, sometimes when a bass hits you in the right way, this is like pain and suffering.
I'm so cold with all those eyes. It's gonna be cold with all those.
I mean, there's just sounds going around everywhere around my ears, all different sides. Really interesting kind of audio work here. Almost like a pouring kind of sound or a dripping. It doesn't sound like a faucet necessarily. It sounds like something kind of almost saliva in a way coming pouring out of somebody's mouth. It feels like something is kind of looming around the corner, and it's almost bound to happen. We're on to number two, Home With You.
I'm so wide for it, seen it, tried it. I pain. No, Novocaine. Still maintain my grace. How come the more you have, the more that people want from you?
Whoa. What a wild kind of shift. There's almost like this weird kind of demonic robotic voice to her in a way. Interesting follow-up. We'll see where this goes.
You burn away, the more that people earn from you. The more you pull away, the more that they depend on you. I never seen a hero like me in a sci-fi. So I wonder if you need to remember me. I wonder if you think that I can never raise you up. I wonder if you think that I can never help you fly. I never seen a hero like me in a sci-fi. But I save a life if I thought it belonged to you.
No. I love the way that the piano is kind of playing off of this, I don't know, the way that her voice is kind of modulated like that. I think it works really, really well with the kind of progression of the piano. What she's saying is relating to a relationship, I think. Almost like this kind of disconnect within a relationship. We'll see how this keeps on going.
Mary Magdalene would never let her loved ones didn't know that you were lonely.
Oh my god.
You just told me I'd be home with you.
So there was a reference to Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is a biblical figure who basically traveled with Jesus and ultimately was there as a witness for the crucifixion.
Didn't know that you were lonely. If you'd just told me I'd be running down the hills to you. When I visualize, all I see is black.
This is crazy. I don't know. Her music so far has a really weird way of making me feel almost heartbreaking, consistently heartbreaking. I can feel that, but it's not, I don't think it's at its full potential yet. I don't think the heartbreak is like fully there. This is gonna frickin' break me down, but like, it's just looming and it's consistent.
Get it onyx, I know I've been gone. You've been all alone. Stoking all the fires in the place of light. Call me late at night, and I'll be running home to you. Didn't know that you were lonely.
It's like it's compressing and then releasing, compressing and then releasing. The huge kind of booming of that bass and the robotic sounds and then releasing, and it's just the piano and her more, I guess, authentic voice because it's, you know, less modulated, less robotic. Really interesting kind of push and pull that's happening here, and it's making me feel awful in the best way possible, you know, like an artistic awful.
You just told me I'd be home with you. I didn't know that you were lonely. If you had just told me I'd be running down the hills to
So I think it's almost like an ignorance to somebody's feelings in a way. Like you don't realize that this person is needy in a way. Maybe needy has some bad connotation on it, but like a person that always wants to be around the other, and maybe the person doesn't necessarily recognize that. Like,
tell me I'd be running down the hills to
3, Sad Day.
Every time you look outside your window, everything is just the same as before. You are turning round and round, you see, it's a sad day for sure.
Wild, 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 wild. So far, we've gotten 3 completely different kind of sounds from her voice. So far, I'm seeing that she's very vocally talented in the way with, I mean, working with electronics like modulators and stuff like that, and finding your voice in that, and then, you know, taking that away and just using your vocals. Like,
taste the fruit of me, make love to all you see. Would you make a wish on my love? Would you make a wish on my love?
there's the thing. Like, it kind of has this theme so far of like this weird, creepy, haunting feeling that is just sitting, writhing in my stomach, and it's so consistent too. It's wild.
You make a wish on my love. Would you make a wish on my love?
So, for people that know, what genre is FKA Twigs? Because I can't really get a good grip on like what this is so far. It's been kind of a mixture of a bunch of kind of different things.
Take a chance on all the things you can't see. Make a wish on all that lives within thee. If you're foolishly in love with me, it's a fine day for sure. Taste the fruit of me.
So I think almost like putting your faith in a relationship, like sure, it could definitely work out, but it almost seems like there is a type of doubt here in a way. Like, yeah, I could put myself in another relationship, but I might just end up getting hurt again. Added vocals in the background, really, really cool. That was a really interesting kind of bridge there. I think further kind of explaining the situation, right? You're running, and I tried to make it work before. You're running, I made you sad before. Maybe neglecting the other person, not giving them as much attention, like we kind of mentioned in the previous song.
Imagine a world where my arms are embraced around you. I lie naked and pure with intentions to cleanse you and take you. The city howls with a cry to seduce you and claim you. So it's time, and it's a sad day for sure.
The city howls with a cry to seduce you and claim you. Holy crap. Album so far is just kind of a really beautiful soundscape, and I'm kind of getting lost and just astounded constantly.
Would you make a wish on my love? Would you make a wish on my love? Would you make a wish on my love?
We're on to number 4, Holy Terrain.
Day 2, hold my hand and pull me close. Next to me, kiss my cheek, 'cause it's early days. Day 3, take me to a deep river, steal a kiss when I'm lost in the mist. Will you still be there for me, once and yours to obtain? What's my fruits of a taking, then you flow through my veins? Do you
She still has almost like a very, very haunting vibe and voice about her, but this is a much, much happier song in a way compared to the others, talking about almost new love, finding, somebody that is good for her, that gives her that, new kind of honeymoon aspect of a relationship. Next to me, kiss my cheek, 'cause it's early days. Day 3, take me to a deep river, steal a kiss when I'm lost in the mist. Like those kind of feelings.
still think I'm beautiful when my tears fall like rain? My love is so bountiful for a man who's true to me. A man who can follow his heart,
Okay.
not get bound by his poison, his chains. For a man who can follow his heart and stand up in my holy terrain.
No, the production on this is just hitting. It's just hitting. And such a big difference too. So yeah, we are looking for somebody that is a little more sturdy, I guess, and knows what they want and is able to kind of handle themselves in a way.
I am blue when the moon hits my skin right. Hot pink when you open up my sweet thighs. Pull you in and your life can begin, 'cause it's early days. Will you still be there for me? Now I'm yours to obtain. Now my fruits of the taking, and your fingers are stained.
Interesting lyricism. Okay. So still kind of describing the early days of a relationship, all the kind of hot sex and sweet kind of love about it, right? Hot pink when you open up my sweet thighs. Now my fruits are for the taking and your fingers are stained.
Still think I'm beautiful when you left me in flames. My love is so bountiful.
I like this. She definitely does have a certain kind of mood about her that's just very unique.
Throw loads of gold on you just to fall asleep, yeah. I hope you never take my love in vain, yeah. For the thunder through the window, I see rain. Water to go and play with snakes in my man. Making you vulnerable, watch me drown in my pain. I feed you poison forever, my lady. Throw loads of gold on you just to fall asleep, yeah. Pray for my sins, make me stronger while I'm weak, yeah.
I've said this once and I've said this 1,000 times. I'm very mixed on Future. Here, I think he sounds really, really great. I think it does kind of, fit in the vibe. He does kind of bring that extra, I guess, kind of like emphasis to the track as well, especially with the production to support that.
Yeah, we die together, the prophecy complete, yeah. We get out, we touch the sky until we deceased, yeah. And if you pray for me, I know you play for kids, yeah. Calling my name, taking the feeling up from out, this ain't no way.
For a man who can follow his heart, not get bound by his poison, his chains.
On to track 5, Mary Magdalene.
A woman's work, a woman's prerogative, a woman's time to embrace. She must put herself first.
It's weird. There's almost like a consistent theme of like this weird kind of robotic sound. And we've heard like the kind of modulator on that at least twice so far, but there's been some other sounds that have almost hinted towards this as well with the production.
A woman's touch, a sacred geometry. I know where you start, where you end, how to please, how to curse. Yes, I heard you needed me. Yes, I'm here to open you. Yes.
Love the background work. I love the also use of space within this. You know, that first section, there's just these huge pauses in between that almost give added emphasis to what we're being said.
I fever for the fire, true as Mary Magdalene, creature of desire. Come just a little bit closer to me. Step just a little bit closer to me. I can lift you higher. I do it like Mary Magdalene. I'm what you desire. Come just a little bit closer till we collide.
So yeah, Mary Magdalene was a follower of Jesus and kind of guided him slash helped him along the way. There's obviously a lot more detail in that because it's from the Bible, but in short, you know, she helped out through the process and was one of the first people to see Jesus once he was resurrected. Wow.
A woman's hands, so dark and provocative, a nurturing breath that can stroke your divine confidence.
I love that little moment of, you know, the instruments coming in and really just kind of sweeping you off your feet and then giving focus to Twigs again. Really, really cool kind of, I don't know, give and take of these moments of instrumentation and these moments of vocality.
A woman's war, unoccupied history. True nature won't search to destroy if it doesn't make sense. Yes, I heard you needed me. Yes, I'm here to open you. Yes, I know that your heart is blue.
This is just beautiful. I think kind of really perfectly crafted to how it shifts in between like pre-chorus to chorus, and I don't know, everything kind of just feels so meticulous and so put together in a way. And almost like these metallic sounds happening, kind of matching with the theme of like this robotic person. It almost seems like I can hear her glitching in how her voice is like coming in and out, and super chopped up. Interesting. Roger, number 6, Fallen Alien.
I was waiting for you, I was outside. Don't tell me what you want, cause I know you I was waiting for you on the outside. Don't tell me what you want, cause I know you
We're almost getting this sense of power from this one, and I feel like it's something we haven't necessarily felt throughout this entire album. Maybe arguably on Holy Terrain a little bit, but the rest of it has, you know, felt kind of sad and a little bit sunken. This feels like a different kind of change of pace.
I was crying for you on the outside. Don't tell me what you want, 'cause I know you lie. I'm a fallen alien. I never thought that you would be the one to tie me down. Are you deep in this age of Satan? I'm searching for a light.
Well, I'm a fallen alien and never thought that you would be the one to tie me down. So, still kind of concerning this relationship that doesn't seem all that great, right? Because, in the very beginning of this, we were talking about kind of being near that door, walking out that door, saying goodbye for the last time, and we've kind of been really almost like on a tightrope, the line is thin on this relationship, and I don't know if we're still within it or reflecting upon it, but either way, it's something that just doesn't seem fully there.
In the blazing sun, I saw you in the shadows, hiding from yourself. When the lights are on, I know you see your grave from all the lies you tell. Now I was waiting for you, so tender.
Yeah.
In the shadows, hiding from yourself. When the lights are on, I know you see your grave from all the.
Yeah, I definitely feel a power coming from her in this one. It's almost like, here are all your faults, here are all the things you are doing wrong, and this is the truth, this is you. You are the person that is colored gray. You're the one that's always telling lies to my face. Like, you aren't being truthful. You aren't being who you actually are. Interesting.
Lies you tell, now you hold me close, so tender. When you fall asleep, I'll kick you down by the way you fell. I know you, now you're on your knees. I'm searching for a light to take me home and guide me out. In the blazing sun, I saw you.
Actually, now that I think about it, that's an interesting kind of contrast there. I'm searching for a light to take me home and guide me out. Later on, describing this person as gray. As gray. Other words, not a light. You're not shining for me. This isn't really working out. You're in the shadows, hiding from yourself. That's not anywhere near light.
When you fall asleep, I'll kick you down by the way you fell. I know you see your grave from all the lies you tell. Now you hold me close, so tender. When you fall asleep, I'll kick you down by the way you fell. I know you, now you're on your knees.
Oh my god, this is a really true kind of power moment. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like we are gaining some confidence off of this. We're probably realizing kind of a lot, reflecting upon the bad nature of this relationship and kind of putting those things right in front of us so that we can see it, so that the other person can hopefully see it and realize that. We're on to track number 7, Mirrored Heart.
It's all for the gain, it's all for the lovers trying to take their breath away. It's all for the gain, it's all for the lovers trying to chase the rush again. It's all for the gain, it's all for the lovers trying to take their breath away.
Little bit of a reflection on desperation within a relationship. What really helps me with that is the word trying to. It's That's what makes it seem desperate. Everything else, take away the try to, it doesn't seem like it. If it wasn't out of desperation, it would be it's all for the lovers that take my breath away. It's all for the lovers that chase the rush again. It's not trying to. So that to me speaks as a reflection on how her relationships have been almost out of desperation, like something that she didn't necessarily need or something that she knew she shouldn't be in.
It's all for the game, it's all for the lovers trying to chase the rush again. But I'm never gonna give up. Though I'm probably gonna think about you all the time. And for the lovers who found a mirrored heart, it just reminds me I'm without you.
So trying to find like this perfect fit for you, you're trying to find the person that matches you. You're trying to find the mirrored heart. In a way, that means to me, just finding the person that perfectly kind of suits your needs, that really really works with you, that isn't lying to you, that isn't painted gray.
Did you want me for? No, not for life. Did you truly see me? No, not this time. Were you ever sure? No, 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 not with me. That's why it's all for the gain. It's all for the lovers trying to wash the pain away.
We're in a relationship with somebody that didn't put all the effort in there and probably did a lot of really crappy things.
All for the game, it's all for the lovers trying to fuck away the pain. But I'm never gonna give up. Though I'm probably gonna think about you all the time. And for the lovers who found a mirrored heart, they just remind me I'm without you.
That's freaking heartbreaking. I love the way that this is kind of pictured here. I love the almost imagery of a mirrored heart. To me, I picture you looking into a mirror and the heart is kind of visible, not in a gross way, but like you could see it, and on the other side of that mirror is your other, your partner, your person you're supposed to have for the rest of your life. Round to number 8, daybed.
Silent are my heartstrings, icy is my body heat. Yeah. Lonely is my hoping, empty is my sweet thing.
Oh my god. Silent are my heartstrings. Icy is my body heat. Lonely is my hoping. We did not start the song off on a good note.
Aching is my laughter, busy is my posture. Telling is my silence, blurring my horizon. Tired my resistance, smothered is my distance.
Aching is my laughter. Busy is my pasture. Telling is my silence. Like, I feel like with each line she says, it just keeps on getting worse and worse. It really does put you in her footsteps. It makes you feel like that.
Careful are my footsteps, possessive is my daybed.
Oh, that's amazing. This is a completely unique experience, unlike something I've ever felt before. Almost gross churning that's happening within me. That's what I'm getting out of this, and it's just wild. It's just a wild experience. I'm going to need some hot tea after this.
Rest becomes my nowhere. Yeah. 20 is my vision, only when I listen. Lower is my ceiling, pressing on my feelings.
I love the way that's written here too. Like it's very brief, but really, really descriptive at the same time. I want to say that in poetry, they use really, I guess just like normal words, right? They use normal words to elicit really powerful emotions. That's kind of what this feels like.
Active are my fingers, for my gonna lingers. Dirty are my dishes, many are my wishes. Fearless are my cacti, friendly are the fruit flies.
The description and what she's including here is interesting. I see the word daybed, and that it almost feels like when you are depressed or have anxiety or something like that and are just kind of bedridden. The inclusion of active are my fingers, foe my cunnilingus, dirty are my dishes, fearless are my cacti, friendly are the fruit flies. Like just the added addition and what's included within this description is absolutely beautiful, but absolutely terrifying because I can picture it. I can picture what's happening, and I don't like it. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing this happen to a person. But it's beautiful. It's very hauntingly beautiful.
Jaded is my father, childlike is my monster. Careful are my footsteps, possessive is my daybed. Jaded is my father, childlike is my answer. Careful are my footsteps.
No, weird way, this might be my favorite song on the album. I love the description of everything. I love that kind of mental image in my head of the daybed and her kind of just sitting in it while having all these thoughts that have happened throughout the album just go on in her head. And it feels like the music is just compressing that gross kind of churning feeling in my stomach just constantly, so it gets tighter and tighter and tighter to the point where I feel like I can't even breathe.
Possessive is my daybed. Baby are my footsteps, possessive is my daybed. Baby are my footsteps, possessive is my
on to number 9, Cellophane.
Didn't I do it for you? Why don't I do it for you? Why won't you do it for me? When all I do is for you. They wanna see us alone. They wanna see us apart. They wanna see us alone.
So I did some reading up, and she was in a relationship with Robert Pattinson. And I'm not sure if that's what all of this album is covering. It might be a good majority of it, and we'll just say that it is the relationship that we've been talking about throughout this entire album, right? The lying, the just kind of everything. The public eye has a really kind of heavy grip on this relationship and how the two act, Twigs and Pattinson.
I just want to feel your love, and I don't want to have to share our love. I try, but I get overwhelmed.
This is gonna frickin' break me down. Like, especially following Daybed, too. Like, those two right after the other. And this is how the album ends. This is how the album ends.
When you're gone, I have no one to tell. And I just want to feel your hair. And I don't want to have to share our love.
That's the thing about celebrities having a relationship, right? It's not just gonna be your relationship anymore. It's gonna be the public's relationship, because apparently they have some say in the matter, even though that's complete bullcrap. So that could alter one of the person's perception of the relationship. Like, oh, the public doesn't like it if we do this. The public doesn't like it if we do that. The public doesn't even like that we are a couple, even though we fully love each other. Which may not be the case here.
I try, but I get overwhelmed. All wrapped in cellophane. The feelings that we had. Didn't I do it for you? Why don't I do it for you? Why won't you do it for me?
All wrapped in cellophane, the feelings that we had. So cellophane is kind of like plastic wrap, right? You know, something that you would like wrap your food in to preserve it. It is being stopped by this thick wall of just cellophane, of plastic wrap. Like, you can't have a relationship if your feelings are covered.
When all I do is for you, and didn't I do it for you? Why won't I do it for you? Why won't you do it for me? When all I do is for you.
It's almost like that chorus there is like a conversation. Like, she is directing this at Pattinson. And I didn't do it for you. Why didn't I do it for you? Why won't you do it for me? Like, it's kind of like this dialogue in a way. It feels that way, and it's, I don't know, it kind of puts the lens on the intimacy of this song, because it is intimate, but also the aspect of the public eye takes away from that intimacy and kind of just adds into the whole meaning of the song. Really, really beautiful. Really eloquently worded as well. So that was Magdalene by FKA Twigs. What an incredible experience. My stomach, it feels like it's in knots. It feels completely awful. I feel exhausted. Even though this is like a sub 40-minute album, it has the power of an album that would be like an hour long, right? But it's the elongation of the notes and what we're talking about and being kind of in that limbo zone that makes it feel so almost like it's forever. You know, it feels like you're stuck in that feeling forever. And I always get that imagery of the daybed. I think that's just so effective. The emotions on this thing are huge. Absolutely huge, extravagant, very beautiful, but haunting. Haunting. All the way through. Uh, it's an experience. It's a freaking experience, and I'm really happy to have kind of dug into her work because before this I didn't know who she was. I didn't know what kind of music she did. I didn't know if it was going to be good. I didn't know if it was going to make me cry, but it did several times. I didn't even know if it was going to make me feel this way, and it did. It's a good piece of work. It's a good piece of work. This came out in 2019. Probably one of the better projects of 2019. The production was absolutely amazing. I love the use of silence and pauses and like slowly building up a song. Adds to the whole kind of creepy, haunting feeling. The pit that I got in my stomach, really. Big props to that. But like, screw you as well because I feel awful. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. If you want to see any other projects by FKA Twigs, please let me know. Other than that, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!